Welcome in, everyone. We have some big breaking news. Training for a possible invasion of Venezuela might be underway, according to reports circulating the internet. This comes right after President Donald Trump and the United States military obliterated a drug vessel leaving Venezuela that entered into international waters. They blew it clean out of the waters. That has been what everyone's talking about. Everyone has an opinion on this massive strike. And let's be clear, it was a powerful strike. It was a lethal strike. It was a strike to reestablish deterrence and send the message to the bad guys. Your poison and your BS is no longer going to be tolerated. If you want to harm America, you will pay a huge, huge, huge price. And that price ultimately might be your life. And now it looks like things might be getting escalated in a very, very significant way. So I'm going to get into all of that. We're going to break down what this means. Is an invasion actually looming? What could this look like? I'm going to get into all that and much more. But before I do, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all and is a huge, huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. What do you think about this? Do you think we should take military action against Maduro? Do you think there should be an invasion of Venezuela? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that bell, all notifications turned on. You won't miss a single thing of the most up-to-date information on all of YouTube. And then right here at the bottom of the screen, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are open. If there's any information you want to send me, please do it there. Now let's get into it. There's been a massive, massive, massive military buildup around Venezuela. Warships, spy planes, submarines, you name it. The United States, short of putting aircraft carriers right off the Venezuelan coast, they are armed to the teeth around Venezuela. And the reason why is there's a $50 million bounty on Nicolas Maduro's head, and the Trump administration wants to put an end to his work with the cartels to push poison up into America, which then obviously kills our great citizens, ruins our cities, tears our communities apart. So President Trump has taken several military actions, the biggest one being bombing the ship that was leaving Venezuela carrying drugs, members of Tren de Aragua, a narco-terrorist organization. That was the biggest action. Other actions as well have been taken. Now, we know we have 4,000 Marines who are ready to rock and roll. They've been pretty tight-lipped about what these Marines are up to, what they could be doing. The government isn't putting a lot of information out there. Let me go ahead and throw this on the screen for you. This says U.S. Marines and sailors with the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit, 22nd MEU, part of the Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group, ARG, which consists of the USS Iwo Jima, LHD-7, USS Fort Lauderdale, LPD-28, and USS San Antonio, LPD-17, have begun amphibious landing exercises in southern Puerto Rico, only around 500 miles north of Venezuela. The 22nd MEU is part of the Naval Task Force deployed by the U.S. Navy to the Southern Caribbean Sea to combat narco-terrorism emanating from Latin America, with the task force launching its first kinetic strike yesterday against a vessel linked to Tren de Aragua Cartel de los Soles off the coast of Venezuela. So I am filming this on September 2nd. Now, Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, he is mobilizing militias. He's bragging about old men and women are going to do the fighting for him. Venezuela believes the U.S. is going to take military action. Now, whether that's launching cruise missiles or landing Marines, Venezuela right now is terrified that something is going to happen. Is something going to happen? Well, we're going to get into that here shortly, but they are taking the posture. They believe the U.S. is coming in. They believe the U.S. is set to strike. This is how the Venezuelans feel. I'm just putting the facts out there. You guys can think what you want. That's what Venezuela thinks. So we actually have some more information on this. I'm going to go ahead and throw this up on the screen. This was released by the military on September 3rd. It says 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit conducts military training in Puerto Rico. This is just some more details about what's going on. Amphibious operations are a cornerstone of naval integration and a core competency, geez, I'm struggling to speak, of the 22nd MEU. They enable the rapid deployment of Marines from naval vessels to shore, supporting U.S. strategic objectives. The challenging terrain and tropical climate of Puerto Rico provides an ideal environment for the 22nd MEU to conduct realistic amphibious training and hone specialized skills such as patrolling, reconnaissance, and survival techniques, ensuring a high level of readiness while forward deployed. Now, what's important there is, do you know what other country has a similar environment to Puerto Rico? Did you guess Venezuela? You are correct. Ding, ding, ding. Venezuela and Puerto Rico, while not an identical terrain, is a very, very, very similar terrain. Coincidence? We'll talk about that more here shortly. These operations offer a valuable opportunity to train alongside the National Guard, leveraging existing military training facilities on the island. The 22nd MEU is actively seeking ways to expand collaborative training opportunities, including jungle training, combined exercises, and community engagement events. These combined efforts are aimed at enhancing regional security, disaster response capabilities, and joint capacity building. The 22nd MEU team is committed to conducting these exercises safely and with minimal impact on the local community. We have closely coordinated with local government officials, emergency services, and the Puerto Rican National Guard to ensure transparency, mutual understanding, and respectful engagement. The public may observe increased military personnel, tactical gear, and military aircraft overhead. So I'm going to pull this off. Now, some people online believe that this is a for sure sign. They're doing build-ups, train-ups like we were doing in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait before the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Some people believe that we're practicing beach landings. The United States of America is practicing to invade a terrain that is just like Venezuela. They are taking that as a sign that there is no doubt at all that the United States will indeed be invading Venezuela. I want to tap the brakes a little bit on that. You train for a variety of things. Now, I was never in the military, but I do like studying the military. And anyone who reads military history, there's stuff that is trained for regularly that ultimately never, ever happens, right? There's stuff people train for on a regular basis in the military. They never get the call to actually do it. So we need to be a little bit careful here. Practicing beach landings, practicing invading a terrain like Venezuela is not a guarantee that the United States is going to invade Venezuela. What it does mean is that the Marines, part of the Marine Expeditionary Unit, are getting the necessary training in case that decision is made, in case the call is made by President Donald Trump to invade Venezuela or launch some kind of military action. You got to be ready. You got to be trained. You got to be sharp. You're not going to do it with zero training, right? That's just not going to happen. So does them practicing the beach landings, practicing the invasion, does it mean an invasion is going to happen? I want to be crystal clear here. It does not mean an invasion is going to happen. What it does mean is that they are ready in case the order comes. Better to be prepared and never do it than need to do it and not be prepared, because that puts everybody at way more risk. And you want to try to protect as many American lives as you possibly can. So no, it does not mean beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are going to invade Venezuela. That's not what it means at all. It just means we are prepared to do it if necessary. That leads me to my next point. Do we need to invade Venezuela in order to complete our objectives of getting rid of Maduro? Well, we already have a $50 million bounty on his head. That is not really directed at us. That's directed at his own people to try to take him out. We have thousands of missiles at this point within striking distance of Venezuela. We could wipe out their military infrastructure. We could pummel any air defenses they have with cruise missiles that would then allow our planes to fly uncontested over their airspace. And we could probably take Maduro out with a direct strike with missiles or bombs. Remember, we just dropped 30,000-pound bombs on Iran. So we've got the technology to take out facilities under mountains, right? We definitely can take out his little shitty bunker under that little palace he likes living in. We might not even need to put boots on the ground. But again, you want to be able to, if that is what is ordered, for lack of a better term. You want to be able to ready. You want to be ready to go. So no, we are not going to be invading Venezuela tomorrow. Yes, this is the training you would see before that, but that's just what it is. It's training right now. It's an interesting data point for sure, but it doesn't mean an invasion is imminent. It just means they're getting ready in case it is. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think an invasion will happen? Do you think an invasion should happen? Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge boost to the channel. Hit that bell. All notifications turn on. You won't miss a single thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, XD Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are open. Send me any tips or information you have. I'll see you all next time.